Supposingly you have not got the desired information from the PIO, you have to file an Annexure B, that is the first appeal. The format or the procedure for first appeal is very much similar to the what you have done for the actual RTI application, again to be filed on a plain paper in the derived format. The fees over here changes a bit. For central government applications, the fee is 0, but for state government, it is ₹20. Mode of payment, again, the multiple mode payments are there. Mode of submission, multiple modes of submissions are available over here also. The time frame is 30 days in which the first appellate authority needs to reply to you. And if you wish to appeal further, then you have another 30 days of time to file your appeal to the Information Commissioner. Again, when the FAA or the first appellate authority replies or rejects your application, he or she also needs to provide this information, that is the reason for rejection, and the detail of the Information Commissioner, and in what duration we can apply over there, our appeal. This is the format for Annexure B, very similar format as we have seen for the first application, that is the RTI. Only thing that changes over here is the ground of your appeal and relief that you are sorting for. The rest of the draft almost remains the same. The format for second appeal is also very similar to what it was there for the RTI application and for the first appeal. Similar way of application format, similar way of making the payment, similar mode of submissions are available. The time in which the second appeal needs to be filed is 90 days after the FAA or the first appellate authority has given his reply. Annexure C again is very similar that it was to Annexure B. The ground of appeal and everything remains the same over here. The major part over here is the decision of Information Commissioner will be binding on the PIO, on FAA, and also on the applicant. So let me take you through certain results that RTI has given. The magic of RTI over here. Now this is about the income tax refund. A certain Mr. Singh, till June 2019, he didn't got the IT returns for IT refund for 2003-4 and 4-5. The total valuation was roughly 1.5 lakh rupees. In spite of the repeated visits and reminder to the income tax department, there was no result on that. That was since 2003-2004. Then he filed an RTI application asking for status of his refund for those 2 years, name of the concerned officer responsible for the delay. And within 35 days, the file was cleared and the money was credited to Mr. Singh's account through NEFT. This is the common thing that you may be seeing Coalrigan roads. So there is this road called as RP Road, which is one of the major lane connecting two major roads of a city. In May 2018, there were many potholes on this road, leading to slow traffic movement and creating a lot of bottlenecks. Complaint was filed with the local municipal corporation, asking for pointing out the problems and the dangers of driving on such road. When after 20 days there was no reply given by the concerned department, an RTI application was filed over there, asking for the details like which officer is responsible for the delay. And within 2 weeks, that road was relayed over there, which led to the free flow movement of the traffic. Another example is a certain society asking for their plan copies. So society was planning to go for redevelopment and they wanted section plan copies of their building, which was not available with their office for some particular reason. They approached the municipal corporation office and they were told that their file is missing. It's not traceable and hence they are not in a position to give any record. Application was filed in which they asked whether if the file is missing, has the concerned officer filed the FIR as per the Public Record Act and took action on the record department. You won't believe within 30 days, the PIO called the secretary and said, "Sir जी आप आके आपका document collect करके जाइए, हमें मिल गई है आपकी file, and please close your complaint over there only." This was one of the case wherein a student who got a scholarship for 3 years from state government of rupees 25,000 each for each year. So for first year he got his scholarship money on time, but for next 2 years it got indefinitely delayed. Reminders to the DTA office didn't got any results. His father filed an RTI application asking for the details, and within 1.5 months his scholarship money was released and got credited to his account. This were like, so far we are looking at very cases where it was related to a specific person, but RTI can also be filed for larger public interest. So in Thane there is this Sagis bridge, and below the bridge there's a walkway which connects towards the suburban railway ticket window, and that road the walkway was widened in June 2018. But there was a electricity DP board. You can see in the image or the photo given over here. It was bang in the middle of the pathway, and quite a dangerous thing, because if some emergency comes in and people start moving out in huge number, it can lead to some accident. We filed an application or complaint with the MSCB department, who directed us to the Thane Municipal Corporation. We followed up with them, but there was no response from them. We waited for 3 weeks. After 3 weeks, we filed an RTA application asking for the progress report and the person who was responsible for to look into this complaint. Within 45 days, that DP box was shifted and that pathway was cleared off, and which gave a safe movement for all the people who were using that road. There are certain points that each one of us need to remember while drafting the RTI application. First and foremost, information has to be existing on record in some form or other. You cannot say, what do you think on this? The PIO is not here to give you his point of view. If that information is existing, then only that person will be in a position to reply you. Also, this act is not to interrogate. Don't take it for right to interrogate. This is just right of information. This is a tool which will help you to get the desired results. It is like a catalyst. You can combine it with any of the laws that are there in India right now, and you can get the desired result from that. The best way is to first file a complaint, give that officer 10 to 20 days of time to act or to react on your application. If the information is not given to you by that time, then file an RTI application. This is a very useful way to get your results. The application has to be with very, very limited queries, which is focused and brief. This will give you better results. Don't use this application to complain or to taunt any officers or to harass them. This is not that tool. Also, if the administration is corrupt or inefficient, your application will put the pressure on the officials if they are giving the information in writing, because anything they have given in writing is an official document and they have to act on that. There are certain penalties clause on PIO. So if the information commissioner is of the opinion that PIO has not given you the information without any reasonable causes, the causes which are right now coming on the screen. Information Commissioner has the power to set a departmental inquiry against the PIO and can also impose a penalty of 250 rupees per day. There have been cases where PIO being fined up to 25,000 rupees, and this is deducted from the salary and not from government's profit. There are certain exemptions. Certain informations cannot be availed, like the informations which are affecting the integrity of our country, or it is related to certain confidential details, or it is leading to contempt of court, or it's an official secret act. This occupancy cannot be. There's some disturbance going on. Someone mic is on. I request that person to please mute off. Thank you. So if your information is related to any of the given points, then the PIO is rightful in denying you the information. This is what the whole basic is about RTI. Now, what is required from you as an individual? You need to become intolerant to corruption, and you need to overcome the fear factor. Before approaching any government office for your work, please do the research or groundwork from their website. You will get a lot of information because as per the section 4 of the RTI Act, the department is bounded to give you a lot of information which will help you to get your work done in a better way. You all need to be firm that you won't pay bribe to get your work done. There might be certain delay, but the work will be done. And as the saying goes, God helps those who help themselves. If you do your research well, if you do the work well, and if you file your application in a proper way, the application might get delayed by a month or so, but not more than that. You will get your information, the desired information. And the best way to use this tool is to fight against corruption and malpractices in the system. Make the people in the department accountable and responsible, and to get your applications cleared in ethical way. These are some of the websites that you can refer in if you want to get to know more about this act. That's it from my end for the presentation part. And now it's a round for question and answer. You can type in your questions in the chat box, and I will try to answer your questions to the best possible way. My experience so far, as someone has asked, how was my experience so far as RTI activist? And even Mr. Gorak has asked the same question, what is my experience for using RTI? I am being using RTI application for almost a decade now. And trust me, this has given me a huge opportunity to explore the knowledge about how the various department functions. And I have seen the respect in eyes of the PIO when we approach them and tell them that if you are not giving us the respect and fear both, initially the fear and later on the respect, because we are not filing any of the applications to taunt them or to harass them. It is just purely and purely for the required information. So even the officers start getting friendly with us, and many times just by our phone calls or visiting them, get us the required information from their end. Someone has asked that why certain government officials become vengeful. Many people file the application to harass them, and it's not like the government department don't have work. There are many departments in which the concerned officers are overburdened with the work because of not filling up the posts which are vacant. So this leads to a lot of workload for them. We might think that the certain information will be is just giving them a reply which might take 5 or 10 minutes. But there are many people who ask for information dating back to say 25 or 30 years. And it's not an easy job to retrieve those information from their database. So it takes time. I'm not saying that all officers will be thinking on the same line. Some people have that chalta hai, dekha jayega, kya karega ye banda yaar. They think on those lines. But if you stick to your agenda, if you focus on your requirements, your work will be done. Sooner or later, it will be done. How do I get ideas of RTI? Actually, I am associated with an NGO called Tarun Mitra Mandal. And they have these RTI clinics in Mumbai. They have almost 11 centers across Mumbai. I am attached to Thane Center. And they also come out with their regular advertisements and publications in the local newspaper, through which people get aware about this center. So we meet every week for 2 hours, once a week for 2 hours, wherein people come out with their problems, they approach us, and they inform us that we have this problem. There have been many cases wherein we also are not aware how to handle that situation. So first thing that we do is we try to understand the law that will be governing this particular problem. The department which will be looking into this, we try to learn, we try to understand that law, and on basis of that, we draft our applications. And touch wood, most of the time, those application has got the desired results. Someone has asked if a department denies information stating confidentiality, what do you do? Yeah, there have been many cases, and there has been rise in these cases wherein the information has been denied under Section 8 and 9, which are for the exemptions. So we first try to go through the reasoning given by the concerned officer, and also we try to understand whether actually that information is creating any hurdle. If no, then we go for appeal straight away. We go for appeal. And many a time in appeal, or probably we have to even go to the information commissioner and we get a result from that department. But the only attitude over here is don't give up easily. If the PIO has denied the information, our team tries to think over it. They use their expertise. And then if we think that PIO is not giving the information willingly, then we file the appeal or even go up to the second appeal. That's one question. How to balance the turnaround time, since the government information takes time to respond, and we are from corporate always tends to receive information quickly. It's almost 7 decades now that most of the government departments are working in a certain way, and it's difficult to change that certain working style. So the only way is just to accept the time frame given by this government department. If that department, as per the law, the certain department has to reply back in 30 days of time. If you're not getting the information, you have to go for first appeal and probably for second appeal, which might extend your case for 1.5 years also. Here you have to tactfully try to speak to PIO and try to get the information. It's actually a very tricky situation. I understand that unlike the corporate world where the information plays a very positive role and a big factor to get your things done or probably get your work done. But in government mechanism, this is the thing we have to go along. We cannot turn our eye on this and say, "Yaar, nahi, aisa nahi chalega." We have to accept this fact. Someone has written court fee is not accepted by central government office, isn't it? Yes, court fee is not accepted in central government office. So the best way to make the payment is through pay order or through postal order. Or you can even submit your application to the local post office and they will charge you ₹1 extra on that, on the application amount. And they act as an assistant PIO or an APIO, and they would forward your application to the concerned central government office across India. There's no question if whether the information will come through online form in the login, or we have to collect this information. If you file this application online, you will get your reply through that login or through email. If the application is submitted offline, that is in-person submission or through post, you will get the desired information offline. Is the RTI misused? Yes. Every coin has two sides. There are many activists who do misuse RTI for their personal gain, but that's not an ethical way to do, and it's like compromising on their own integrity, which we don't follow that part. So yes, it can be misused to a large extent. How to become the member of your team? I will share my email ID. You can send your information, and in that mail, I will reply back with the further information which will be helpful to you to join our team. There's one query. Can we do RTI if query is registered with Deputy Registrar of Cooperative Society? Yes, you can. Cooperative societies are governed by e-government office, so you can file an application over there. You can even ask for the information of your own society or some other society also. There have been many cases wherein we have worked this way, because society is a private entity. A cooperative housing society is a private entity, but they are governed by the cooperative offices or the deputy registrar. So you can ask information through deputy registrar and get the desired information from there. Can NRIs who may no longer be Indian citizen or concerned Indian national also take advantage of RTI? This query is from Mr. KM. I am sorry, but I have no reply for this query. I need to check on this. Frankly, my knowledge on this part is limited. Just excuse me on that part. Do you feel 30 days time frame should be reduced? Is the query of one of the participants. 30 days of time frame. Currently, this is the standard way which most of the government department has adapted, and bringing the reduction in time frame might not work, because still that rigidness is there in the system. To bring that change, it has to be passed by both the houses, upper house and lower house, and then it has to be implemented. But again, that might take a lot of years to get it done. There's one query from Mr. Keyur Shah that can we get information of trust, public or private trust through RTI? Yes, you can. This can be taken through Charity Commissioner office. You can. But that won't be a direct way. You have to approach the Charity Commissioner office, drafting the application, and they in turn will ask that certain trust to give the desired information. Have you experienced any occupational hazard or threat while seeking information? No. Nor me, nor any of my team members faced this type of experience wherein we have faced with threats, because we have never worked in a way where we have threatened or any PIO. And the information that we have always asked for is for the applicants who have come with their problem. So all the applications going in their name. We are only here to assist them, to guide them. We are actually empowering all the common men how to go about this. There's one question from Mr. Nandan Gandre. How government creates awareness related to RTI process? As per the section 4 of the Act, of the RTI Act, most of, as I said, all the government departments have to proactively disclose the information on their website. You can visit any of the government department website and you will find it in at least two languages, that is the English language and the regional language. And most of the information will be present on that website. One scenario, if certain department has not updated the information on their website, you can approach the PIO of that particular department and file a writing complaint to that PIO stating that your website is not yet updated. Okay, I just got one update with the question whether NRIs can file the application. Earlier it was not allowed, but in year 2018, October 2018, the rule was changed, and now NRIs can also file the RTA application. Harsh Gandhi, I am still not clear what your query is all about. You asked one question. Can you please elaborate on that? There's one question from Mr. Sachin, which was my most memorable application. It's very difficult to pinpoint any certain application. In last 1 decade, I have filed any number of applications. But my major focus has always been on larger public interest cases. So I would say one of the things that I've done was the moving the DP box, which the example was shared in this presentation from the pathway. That is one of the very memorable applications that I've done. Again, that was the Electricity Board Act that is being governed by the Electricity Board. In the Electricity Board, there's one option wherein a registered trust can avail electricity at a very discounted rate. The rates which are very, very lower than what a normal common man can avail. I had filed out application and put in almost 4 to 5 months in that, and that particular trust got benefited by rupees 50,000 rupees reduction in electricity bill per month. So that was almost 6 lakh rupees saving per annum, and every month they are saving more than 50,000 rupees in their bill. It's a public trust that I'm talking about, which is in Thane. Oh, okay. No, we don't get any remuneration for this RTI, for being this RTI activist. We are doing out of this out of passion. It's a passion to do something in a way for which we can also feel that we also feel proud about doing or helping the common man with their problems, and also to empower the people. I will just share one experience. There's one office boy in my office, and he stays in Thane. He stays in an area called Yeu in Thane, which is on a hillock, and it's a starting range for Sanjay Gandhi National Park. So they were facing this problem that the LPG gas cylinder was not getting delivered to their area. When he approached the distributor, he said, "Ke ye hamare zone mein nahi aata hai." That was the reply given to him. And he asked me, "What should I do?" It's a big issue, because to carry that 5 or 7 kg of empty cylinder, take it all the way down to the distributor office, which was almost 4 kilometers away from the residence, then take the refill cylinder, which was 15 to 16 kg, and then bring it on a two-wheeler or an auto rickshaw. It was a very cumbersome process. So I guided him, I empowered him. Okay, this is the way you can file the application. That person is just 12 past person who works in my office. I guided him with the application process. He drafted the application online in Marathi. He put up the query over there, and it took him 2 months to get the result. But after 2 months, the distributor called him. Sir, आपने मेरी कंप्लेन कहाँ कर दी? मुझे कहाँ से कॉल आ रहा है कि हम आपको सिलेंडर क्यों डिलीवर नहीं कर रहे हैं? And since then, every week, twice a week, that distributor is taking his auto rickshaw all the way on the hilltop, and that they deliver the cylinders over there. So it is more of a passion. It looks good that we are helping other people to resolve their problem. There's one query from Mr. Ankit Karya. If there is a repeated RTI by several people on the same subject, is there any link to check it? Unfortunately, no. Though under these, not only under this act, but there's this act called as Public Record Act, wherein any department has to catalog all their government documents in a certain way, or the complaints they are receiving. It has to be cataloged and it has to be maintained for a certain duration of time. But unfortunately, those sections are violated by many government departments. So it's very difficult to track it and get the desired information that you're looking for. The only way is you can write an application to them asking for, okay, how many applications have you got regarding to certain subject in last 6 months or 1 year? Please share those topics and the reply given by you. And most probably the reply that you will get from the PIO is that we have not cataloged these answers or these applications. Now here's a chance that you can make them bounded in their own answer just by making them, you can file an first appeal and take the reference of Public Record Act and tell them under this act you are bounded to file catalog these answers and document it in a proper way. Why haven't you done so? And why it is not done? Have you filed a remark to your seniors? Take my word, there are strong chances, at least from that application, in future, they will start cataloging the replies. There's this another query from Mr. Himanshu. Can we challenge in court of law the final decision from Commissioner of the second appeal? Yes, it can be challenged in Supreme Court of India. How much time you give for doing this social cause? About 3 to 4 hours a week. That's it. Being an experienced RTI activist over the decade, do you think there is any scope of improvement or lacking in RTI system? No system is foolproof, and there is always scope for some or other improvement. So yes, scope of improvement is there, and if government brings it in a positive way, it's always welcome. There's this query from Mr. Dhaval Bhumwa. Can we file RTI like unusual activity in public place, overcharging in product? You can file an RTI on this, but the better way maybe will be approaching the department which look after the overcharging part. Like if I am not wrong, there's a department which looks into the weight and measurement department is there. You can directly file a complaint over there, and that complaint, the result on that complaint will be much more faster than filing an RTI application. See, like RTI is there, there are so many different type of channels. Like in banking and insurance, you have ombudsman. For overcharging, you have this weight and measurement, or probably some any other department. Try to also approach them. You can parallelly use both the system, and there are strong chances the actual system put in place by the department can bring you the result faster. I think I have replied to most of the queries. Just in case if I have missed out on any of the questions, please begin. Thank you everyone for being a good audience and listening to me. My email ID is mentioned at the bottom of the screen. Anyone interested can just jot it down and send an email to me, and I can guide them in the best possible way. Shubham, that was a pleasure. And thank you for giving this platform to reach so many people.
Hello. Sir, this is Harsh Modi.
Yeah, research.
Sir, thank you for spending your time today, Saturday afternoon, giving us a very nice short introduction about RTI. RTI is one of a very powerful app, but people are usually not aware about how to use it and how to actually file an application, which was explained to you in such a simple manner. Thank you very much.
My
And
pleasure.
thank you all of you for being a very wonderful and calm audience. We look forward to seeing you and obviously seeing Rahul sir conducting many more such sessions in some other areas also. So thank you all of you. We would
Thank
like
you
to
everyone for your positive comments in the chat box. Thank you very much.